Welcome to the Angel Mystic Podcast. I am super excited you are listening because this is where spiritually open minds can come together to explore the wonders of angels, spiritual connections, and the art of manifesting. Hosted by me, Amanda Tooke, the Angel Mystic, your spiritual midwife to help you on your journey to a fulfilling and happy life. You may have seen me on ITV, Channel 4, or even in Fate and Fortune magazine. In each episode, we will delve into the mystical world of angels, offering you insights, guidance, practical tools to deepen your connection with the upstairs so that you can find inner peace, happiness, joy, and create the life that you want. Tune in for weekly, fun conversations, transformational insights that will elevate your spiritual journey and awaken your inner mystic. Please hit subscribe now as we embark on a transformational adventure with the Angel Mystic Podcast. Before we delve into this week's episode, I wanted to make sure you knew about a training that I think you will love, and it's coming up very soon on the 22nd to the 24th of April. It's called Manifesting with Your Angels, and it's free for a limited time. It's got replays, even if you can't make it live, at 7:30 each evening, and it's happening over in my free group, Abundance Manifesting, on Facebook. This is your personal invite. There is a link in the show notes or on my website, theangelmystic.co.uk. And it's perfect for you if you want to learn how to successfully manifest in 20 minutes a day, plus what you should be doing and what you should not be doing, so your angels can help you manifest all that you want into your life. I'll see you there. Now for the podcast. Welcome back to the Angel Mystic Podcast. Today, I want to talk about manifesting happiness, because I hear my clients asking all the time when I ask them what they want from life, and they go, I just want to be happy. Now, for a moment, I want you to think, if you are the universe and you are delivering everyone's desires and requirements, and you got an order in from somebody wanting happiness, would you know what to send? I guess not. Neither does the universe. So when I'm working with people, I always say to them, do not ask for happiness. Be really specific about what it is that you want. And that means then you can get clear on what it is that you want. It's the first step in manifesting, having clarity on what it is that you want so that you can align your energy to that, and then you can be open to receive it. But if you are in the period of your life, like many women that I work with, that are perhaps they've been in this funnel, if you like, of having everything drawn out of them because they've been so busy running life, looking after their family, maybe having a successful career. And let's be honest, it's a very fast-paced life these days. So finding genuine happiness can often feel like a daunting task because we've given so much of ourselves away. And as spiritual beings in this human reality, life can feel really, really hard when we no longer feel connected into source energy. And materialistic things like the new holiday, the new car, the new clothes, whatever it is that you want to buy, can give you sort of little peaks of happiness and then soon dip away again because you haven't really got that full connection, that full understanding of who you are, what you're doing and what you're tapping into. So happiness for me is something that, and particularly the word joy is the word that jumps out for me, is something that I've been working with personally over the last few years. And this was brought to ahead, if you like, when my children started to fly the nest. And whilst I've been spiritual all of my life, and I've been, hardcore spiritual, shall we say, really doing this as my full-time career for the last nearly 15 years. And I love it, absolutely love it. And it fulfills me and it really does fill that gap. But when my children started to, I've done a good job, I've brought them up, they were living their own lives, which is what you always want as a parent, and started to do their own things. And I found I had this gap. I had this void in my life, which quite honestly, anxiety filled a lot of that. And it took quite a journey and a process to overcome the anxiety and control the anxiety. For me, panic attacks started when my children started to fly the nest too. It's been quite a journey over the last few years because I put everything into bringing my children up. They were, what I did everything for as a single parent. It was difficult. But, I'm now sort of at this point in my life when I have more time and I've got more money than I ever had, and I've got a bit of wiggle room. But it's how you turn that focus onto you and prioritizing yourself when you're so used to looking after everyone else. It's quite a hard adjustment in your mindset. And I really think this is where we can lean into our spiritual side more. And for me, spirituality and having more time to connect with my angels and do more things that I love really, really helps me. I think that it sort of helped to fill that void that I definitely felt when my children started to grow up. And without it, I would be lost. I really would be totally lost without having spirituality in my life. And I think a lot of women that have been so busy bringing up their families, putting their own needs back of the list, perhaps maybe they've been having a successful career and they've not really done anything but think about that. And then when you get to that sort of place in your life where you do have more time for you, you don't know what to do with it or how you're supposed to feel. And it can feel really, really unsettling. And with the women that I work with and my own journey through all of this, I've known that, having that extra time and using it in a productive way so that you can tap into that spiritual side of you and find those connections that perhaps you didn't have time for when you were so busy in life, whatever that looked like for you. Making sure that you're centering yourself every day, that you're going within and understanding your own energy, making sure that you are doing good energy hygiene and protecting yourself from people, situations that can drain you, getting into some meditation, doing some gratitude practice, learning more about yourself by journaling. All of these things really, really help. But most of all, for me, the thing that really helped was connecting with my angel. And actually now I just absolutely adore having that extra time to connecting with my angels, so much so that I often say, I don't like people. And I say that tongue in cheek, but honestly, there is a sense of that is true, that I would much rather talk with the upstairs and having chats with them than many other people, because having that connection in your life where you feel so understood, so cared for, so looked after is incredible. And that's exactly what you get from your angels. So if you are sort of navigating that period, if you are going through life where you feel like you're missing out on something, that you're just not happy, you may be feeling empty and lost, I ask you to question what is the thing that you are missing, and could that be connection? Because I think it is. I think it is connection to ourselves, connection to something bigger and greater than us, connection to our desires, and discovering what our desires are now when we're not having to spread ourselves so thin. And connection doesn't just happen in meditation. Connection happens in any given moment. But it doesn't happen when we're busy with life because we forget what's so important. I think gratitude is a huge game changer, because gratitude is not just being grateful like today. We've got a lovely blue sky and it's easy to find gratitude when it is a sunny day. But it's about finding gratitude on the rainy days too. It's about having that connection in every day and every moment, even when life doesn't feel like it's just quite working out the way you want. Because when you navigate those situations with your angels helping you, with a greater understanding of yourself, which you get by doing energy work and going within, it really helps you. My daily practice is a huge part of my life. It doesn't take long to do, but it's something I do in the morning. It's something I do in an evening. And it keeps me in alignment, not just with what I want to manifest, but also keeps me plugged in, if you like, tapped in to my angels, to my team, to the upstairs. because we're not doing life on our own. And so often we make it hard for ourselves when we are struggling because we do feel alone, but you are never alone with your angels. I can't tell you how many times people have said to me, "Oh, are you not, because I'm single, you're not a bit lonely?" No, lonely doesn't even come into it. I don't know what loneliness is because for so many years, my angels have been that thing that perhaps other people get from other people. But we can all tap into that. And you can, of course, can have human relationships as well as relationships with the non-physical. But having that feeling of never being alone is incredible. It really is incredible. You know, people will say to me, "Oh, I'll come round and you're not on your own." I'm not on my own. I'm not on my own. And neither are you. You might not have tapped into that yet, but you're not on your own. And I think when you find that connection, it feels like you find yourself again. You find the true you, the true spiritual you. And it's incredible. But it takes a little bit of commitment. And that commitment, my voice is going croaky, which means I've got spirit wanting to get involved. That commitment is a commitment to yourself that you're willing to do this work. It is also a commitment to having some form of daily practice. Your daily practice might look like a meditation practice. Your meditation practice will lead you to connection. But your practice might also be more of a manifesting practice, more of a spiritual development practice. It could be a blend of the two, like we do in Abundance Club. Abundance Club is learning to do a daily practice that fits into your busy life. So it's part manifesting and part spiritual development. And spiritual development, by that I mean tapping into your angels, because that's your superpower when you are manifesting. Whether you want to manifest the new holiday, the car, the job, the relationship, whatever it is that you want, the health, you can manifest anything that you want when you are clear on what it is that you want and have a daily practice that keeps your energy in alignment with that. And your angels are helping you at every step of the way when you ask them to, because your angels cannot help you unless you ask. But you have to break down what happiness is for you. So don't just put your order into the universe as "I want to be happy," because even your angel will be able to help you manifest that unless you're clear on what that is for you. Sorry if you heard my dog barking. But it really does take commitment. It takes action. We don't just sit on the sofa and think about, "Oh, I want to manifest a new car," and you're going to visualize a new car and that's going to make you happy because you've got clear on that, because you want a car, because it's going to be more reliable than the car perhaps you've got, and you feel worthy and deserving of that new car and you just keep visualizing it. It's not just going to manifest onto your drive. You are going to have to take some action, and the action starts by you getting clear on what it is that you want, breaking down what happiness is for you, what will bring you joy. It takes you aligning your energy to that end goal. And then it takes a little bit of action in terms of inspired action. So you have your action of your daily practice that you need to do, but you also have action in terms of thinking about that dream, that desire that you want. And then when you feel inspired to take some action on it, you do. Just like the day I woke up, it was March a few years ago. It's a nice sunny day. I woke up and I thought, I want to change my car today. I really was thinking about my desires and what I wanted, and I felt like it was time to take some action. I went to the garage. This would be my second Range Rover Evoque that I've manifested. I went to the garage and I love thinking back on these stories. They always make me giggle. And decided that I wanted a brand new. I already had a lovely, beautiful, I must tell you the story about how I manifested the first Range Rover some other time, but this one, I wanted a new one. I wanted it black. I wanted it with a silver roof. I really wanted this really nice Range Rover. And this guy said to me in the showroom, "Oh, I will never be able to get that colour combination." And I thought, well, I think you will because I've manifested it. I visualized it. That's what I see. But I've been sort of like had it on the back burner, thinking about it for a while, but not doing a lot with it until this particular day when I woke up and started thinking about a new car and felt really inspired to take some action. And when I was at the garage, he went, actually, it's really interesting that you've come in today because this is the last day that Range Rover are giving you. I can't remember what the extra deposit they were giving you into the car, which made it absolutely viable for me and able to proceed with that purchase of the new car. And of course, I did get exactly the colour combination because he couldn't believe it when he was ringing me going, actually, Amanda, I found you that car you want. And I thought, no, I do. I do know that would happen because I totally believed it. And I took action on it when it felt inspired to take action. But do you know what? I love a lovely car. I love the life that I've got. I love all the material things I have around me. But the inner peace and the calm and the happiness and the fulfillment and the connection all comes from my angels. That's what makes me really happy. The materialistic stuff is great. That's the icing on the cake. But the real core ingredients in that cake of happiness is all of those things. It's that connection. It's that oneness. It's when you're doing meditation where it feels so incredible that you can't tell the difference between your nose and your toes. It's when you go within and you feel that sense of inner peace, even in a chaotic life that's going on around you. That is what happiness is, certainly for me. And I would love to hear what happiness is for you and what you're taking from what I'm sharing in this episode today. So come on over into the free group and let me know, because I would love you to feel like I feel with those sorts of connections. And I honestly and truly believe that we can all do that. And this is how you can manifest the true happiness that perhaps you're looking for right now. Until next time. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If so, please hit follow and share my message by sharing with your friends. It would be amazing if you can leave a review. All this will help, and it activates the universal law of the more you give, the more you receive. So it's a win-win. You can find more good stuff between episodes over on social media. Just search The Angel Mystic on Facebook, Instagram or TikTok, or check out the links in the show notes. I'd love for you to connect more over in my free group in Abundance Manifesting, all on Facebook. Hope to see you there.